Well, basically, we want to bring trading to US. In Europe, we already have more than 1 million trading customers. We're one of the largest brokers in Europe. And then we want to offer our product to US customers. So the benefit of using our product to the likes of Robinhood is that apart from offering US stocks, we'll be offering European stocks, Japanese stocks, Australian stocks, and so on. And because we provide you interbank FX rates, you'll be able to trade foreign stocks much cheaper compared to the likes of Robinhood.
Right. Talk about sort of the process of getting to be, I guess we're now calling the first global financial super app. What is that going to take, and more importantly, how expensive is it going to be to get there?
Well, ultimately, the problem that I see in the world at the moment, especially in the US, so customers have one brokerage account, they have one or two bank accounts, they have multiple credit cards, they have insurance provider. It's all very inconvenient because basically to get access to a new product, I need to go through onboarding with a new provider. Then these providers, they don't really talk to each other. For example, my bank account doesn't really know what's happening with my brokerage account. They don't really know what's happening with my insurance account and so on. We're actually solving this problem by providing one simple app with one onboarding. And then within 2 minutes, you have access to all the financial services that you need. And then pricing for the services either free or 10 times cheaper compared to other providers. So that's the benefit that we're offering.
But Nick, we did just see PayPal launch its own one-stop shop app, really trying to simplify things and bringing all of its different services into one place. I'm wondering if you see that as the main competition, or who you see as your main competition, whether it's Robinhood or PayPal or Square?
Well, to be honest, I believe that our market is very large, and then it's very fragmented. Yes, obviously, some of the companies will try to adapt the same model that we have as a financial super app, but at the moment, I don't really view them as a competition, because again, it's a $1 trillion plus market in terms of revenues every year, and it's very fragmented between banks, brokerage companies, PayPal, e-commerce companies, and so on.
Yeah, lots of different things, Nikolay, which makes you wonder, are you looking at getting into buy now, pay later, which has models in Europe as well as in the US, or is that not part of your strategy to cover all consumer needs?
Well, that's obviously one of the bets that we're going to develop in the nearest future. But apart from this bet, we have multiple other bets, such as insurance, acquiring, pay with Revolut, and so
on. And I wonder, do you think that there's sort of a difference in fintech needs in different markets, similar to the difference in needs in messaging? WhatsApp took off, I think, in Europe because of the difficulty messaging between countries that the US consumer didn't feel as much. Are you kind of differentiating your offerings based on region?
So basically, we do certain localization, but the difference is not as large as you think. I think the reason, why WhatsApp took off in Europe compared to other countries is just because they were first to enter Europe. And I think really it's a game of first move with the right product for consumers. So a company that would be able to provide great financial services for every single product line under one app should be able to win, because that's a superior proposition compared to single monoline products.
Nick, there's been a lot of back and forth between SEC Chair Gary Gensler here in the U.S. and a variety of companies, some of it surrounding the idea of payment for order flow. Your view on that as a revenue source, and whether or not regulation here in the U.S. it provides some business friction?
I mean, to be honest, as a company offering stock trading services, we do not rely on our pay order flow. As you know, in Europe, it's prohibited through MiFID regulation. And I think in the future, like in 1 or 2 years' time, we also see the same or similar kind of regulation in the US. So our business model does not rely on payment for order flow.